Hello everyone, this is Cesar, and today is a very rainy day here in Miami, so we are going to take the advantage of the bad weather and we are going to change the pickguard scratch plate of my American Standard Stratocaster 60th anniversary. And we will also use the time to answer some questions and to give you my thoughts about a couple of things. It's going to be quite a long video, but I think it's going to be an entertaining one. So first of all, why are we changing the pickguard? Is there something wrong with it? Well, there's nothing wrong with it, right? In fact, when I bought the guitar, the original one was this one, the white 3 layers, right? And in fact, you see that it has the part number here. But this was a courtesy of my preferred guitar shop in Spain. I was living in China at that moment. I bought this guitar during a short trip to Spain. I went to visit my friends at the guitar shop and I fall in love with this guitar and simply I bought it, okay? Now, the idea is that they gave me this one as a compliment and I think I like it because it changes the way the guitar looks, right? So, well, I was having this too, and for a period of time I was having the white one, for a period of time I was having this one, right, lately. But you will not believe this, I've been craving for this. And I bought it, I ordered it, right? Now it has the plastic protecting it, so you cannot see it very well, but you will see it once it's installed. It's the tortoise, or tortoise, or however you wanna pronounce it. And I really love this. I've always wanted one of my Strats with one of these pickguards, so I just ordered one. I wanna change it. So I ordered it through Amazon, right? It came in a week more or less. It also comes with the backplate, right? In the same texture, like this, right? Also protected by a plastic film, okay? They throw a pick here, right? And the first thing we are gonna do before changing it is checking if the holes do match, because sometimes when you buy things online, I've seen people who have bought scratch plates, pickguards, and the holes were not matching, and they do, right? They actually do. The first thing we observe is that it has here this film in order to shield it, but they have not kind of done the holes, right? So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to take our reamer, our taper reamer here, and we are going to clear up the holes, right? And it's a very simple process like this. See? 1, 2, and 3. And we also need to do it with the smaller holes, so I will save that to you in the video. Okay, let me just proceed and then I will basically clean up this mess here before we install the scratch plate. Okay, it's done. We're gonna peel this because once we put the screws, it's gonna be a mess. That's going to, if you do it after you put the screws, you're gonna leave very small tiny bits of plastic all over the place, and I don't like that. So here we go. I love it. I know, guys, probably some of you hate this color and the classic tortoise, whatever. It's like the shell of a turtle, of course, and it is synthetic, it's plastic. It's 3 layers, as you see. It's a good one, it's a solid one, but I think it's gonna be fantastic, right? Fantastic. I always wanted to have one. I have 3 Strats and none of them have this type of pickguard, okay? So good, I like it. And now what we are going to do is we are going to, of course, start taking all the hardware, etc. And while we do this, let me answer a couple of questions that I get very often in the channel, right? I get a lot. What is your day job? I mean, the bottom line is that I'm a very, very, very busy person, and my job is really very demanding, but I love it. And this is the reason why I cannot upload as many videos as I wanted, right? So let's keep it that way for now on. So one mi bar is out, and now we need to remove the controls. I do it with this, which is a kind of handler from a selfie stick. I sneak it through underneath the controls, and then 1, 2, and the last one. That's gonna be tight. Here it is, right? 3. Okay, 3 controls. The 5-way switch, right? And now we are gonna take care of these ones, and we are gonna do it with the octopus tool. You remember that, right? So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, yeah. Now, first tip of the video. If you buy one of these things to unwind and to wind your strings, and you go to Ernie Ball online, or you go to your guitar shop, you're gonna pay $20. This is from the IKEA shop, yes, the one with the furniture, and it's gonna be $7.99, right? It comes with several tips, different tips. We are gonna use this one during our video today. But the other thing is that the accessory for winding and unwinding the strings fits perfectly. So this is only, I think it was $7.99 or something like that. There's no need to spend $20 when you can spend only 7 or 8, right? So we are gonna get rid of the strings, right? And we are gonna try to save them, to keep them, right? Because I just changed them to record the cover, the last cover, the Queen one, right? The Play the Game cover that I really enjoyed playing that, right? So I am gonna basically try to save the strings. And as you see, the IKEA thing works beautifully. Okay. Those tuners are staggered. So basically, the first 2 are bigger than the rest, right? Are taller than the rest, right? And it helps with tuning stability, as is said, right? The other question I get a lot too, sorry for the earthquake. The other comment I get a lot is about my accent, right? Well, guys, I'm Spanish. I'm a Spaniard, right? I'm from Spain. I was born in Spain. Though I've been traveling all around the world because of my work for many, many years, right? You know, the ones who follow my channel, the last country that I've been living before coming to the US was China, right? Close to 4 years there, right? So when I speak English, first, it's not my mother tongue, right? So from time to time, I may make some mistakes. But hey, I have been speaking English for many years in many countries, and everybody has understood me without any problems, right? But the second is the pronunciation, man. I mean, that's going to be very difficult to kind of change, right? Because that's the way we pronounce the things. I mean, that's the way we speak, right? It's like the German guys, the Deutsch guys are gonna have a very strong accent when they speak English, right? Probably. So the Spanish guys, we are gonna have some accent, right? Grammatically speaking, I think mine is really very good, right? I speak 4 languages, but basically because of work, right? I've been living in many different countries, so you need to learn the languages, right? So we got rid of our strings. We are gonna try to save them. I hate, it's not a question of being too economical, right? It's that I hate really unnecessary spending, really, I do. I think that one thing is that you buy guitars because you love them. Most of my guitars are working guitars that I've been using for recording for some people, for several people, and for my band when I was playing in bands, etc. But this is one thing, and another thing is spending the money in things that are not necessary. I don't know why we are going to be forced to throw away these strings when they are really new, okay? So now we are gonna go again to our scratch plate, to our pickguard, and we are gonna start dismantling the whole show, right? Well, so we are gonna start with our screws. And while we are doing this, I'm going to answer another question that I get a lot. It is, do you read music? Yes, I do. I have a degree in classical guitar at the Royal Conservatory of Music, and after that I got several stages in composition, improvisation, etc., 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 etc. Anyway, so we have managed to unscrew our scratch plate, pickguard, right? And we are free to go. Okay, very good. Now it's very important that we keep this organized, because if not, we are gonna screw up big time. So first, the pots. Let's save the security washers, right? 1, 2, and 3. The third one in there. Yes, it is, Cesar. Yes, exactly, right? Okay. And the second one is still hooked in there, so we are gonna leave it as it is. This guitar has fat 50s, right? And there are many people who don't like these pickups because they say they are very somehow they have a lot of bass. They are fat. I love these pickups actually, right? We are gonna free up the 5-way switch in a second. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, and the other one. Perfect. One screw, and the second one is here. Very good. Good. Let me get a good perspective for all of you. As I said, fat 50s, okay? Now, one of the things that I don't like about this way of mounting the pickups is the surgical tube. It's here, you see, right? There are no springs. Surgical tube. I know surgical tube very well, believe me, very, very well. And what I can tell you is that it ages very badly, right? It gets checkered, everything. I mean, anyway, we are gonna keep it as it is, but just to say, I don't like surgical tube in order to mount the pickups in the guitars, right? I much rather prefer the springs, right? One, we are gonna put them in order. We are gonna do exactly, we're gonna mount it back exactly as it was, okay? 2, first one, there we go. be careful with the surgical tube. You see what I mean, right? This ages very poorly, right? One here, very badly, right? Yeah, so this is gonna be the neck pickup, right? Now let's free up the other two. 1, 2, 2. 2 and 3. Okay, so there we go. Our scratch plate pickguard is already loose, right? And let's take the new one. I'm gonna love it. I am gonna love it. By the way, I just found out that it has another plastic film protecting it, so it would be fantastic. Kudos to these guys because it protects it from all the scratches. So 2. The second one, okay? 2 plastic films protecting the pickguard from further scratches, and I think it's gonna be absolutely lovely, okay? So let's start the process again and let's mount everything back, okay? Well, so here we go. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I don't know if with this light you are going to be able to perceive it very well, but in any case, as you are going to see the guitar in my channel in several occasions, I really love the contrast in colors. I like it very much, and on top of that, it fits perfectly, no bumps, nothing. So we are gonna screw it again, right? We're gonna put the screws in their position, and while we do this, I think we can have a conversation about haters, right? Yeah. I got a couple of them, and according to YouTube statistics, they come from Canada and from the United States, concretely speaking from Ohio, right? The ones from Canada are 2, and the one from the United States, as far as I am aware, is only 1, right? The funny thing about these people is that, hey, if they dislike the videos that you make, right, that you produce, okay, they leave the dislike, but they may leave a comment, right? What is what they dislike about it, right? But no, they simply hit dislike in the moment my video is uploaded. I mean, it's the very next minutes, right? Canada and Ohio. I have a pretty good idea, I think, of who at least 2 of the haters are. But you know what? They lost, right? They lost. I'm not gonna comment anything else, right? I am not going to say anything in addition to what I'm saying. That is really, in this case, it's even funny, right? It's even funny, right? Because it comes from people that, or A, don't have any content at all, or B, the content that they have. I'm not gonna say anything else. Simply, what I'm gonna say is that you're welcome. Come to my channel and express your opinion. And if you don't like what we do here, you have 2 options. You don't watch, or if you watch and you dislike it, but leave a comment and say that you don't like it and why. So you help us, right? You help us improving the quality of our videos. So this is done. We are gonna put the controls. Remember, tone goes down perfectly, right? And the 2 volumes, right? So we put the 10 more or less at the same exactly, right? And the other one, right? Okay, we are gonna now put the tip of the 5 with blaze switch, and I think it's absolutely stunning, fantastic, beautiful with this new pickguard, right? Now we're going to string the guitar. You have seen that a million times, so I'm going to spare that for you guys. Well, and before we call it a day, we are going to change the backplate. Let's peel this off, right? Let's see if we manage to just take the skin. Yes. And now we're taking the 2 at the same time. You see it has 2 films protecting the scratch plate, right? As I told you, it's a 60th anniversary, the guitar. Allow me just to move the GoPro. I'm shooting with the GoPro today, so you see the plate with the 60th anniversary, okay? Well, so this is gonna be a much faster job, of course, because it's just taking the screws off in order to remove the back plate and to install the new one. You will see how do I use the back plates. This screw is somehow missing the thread. No, it's okay. One of the uses that I give to the back plates and the back covers of the guitar in the moment that we will install the new one. So when you have a lot of guitars and you need to keep, at least I need to keep track, see the strings, I need to keep track of when I'm changing the strings, right? For several reasons. If I go to record for someone, or simply to understand if the strings are quality enough, how durable they are, right? So what I do is I put a label, so I can always perfectly keep track of how much the strings last and when was the last time I changed the strings on a given guitar. It's a stupid thing, you may think, but it helps me, and this is why I do it. Okay, so beautiful, I love it, and this is what I say, right? This was in the other back plate. I changed the strings the 8th of May. I put 9 to 42 Cerny balls, and I also gave a little bit of oil to the fretboard. Okay, so here we go. I think she looks absolutely stunning, fantastic, beautiful, with the new scratch plate, pickguard, however you want to call it. Loving it, right? Loving it. You are gonna see the guitar in my channel. You have seen this guitar in my channel in several occasions, so you will see with good light how it looks. And as always, see you very soon in my next video. But before we go, you need to do me a favor, please. Click the notification bell there, right, in the channel, because there are many people saying that they are not receiving updates when I upload a new video. If you don't click the bell, you are not going to receive the notification that I have uploaded a new video, okay? And of course, always share and like, it's really appreciated. I don't ask for anything else than views, shares and likes in this channel. No Patreon, no donation, anything, okay? See you very soon, as I say, in my next video, and up to that moment, please play your guitars, have fun, and be good. Bye.